What is up, YouTube? It is your boy John here from Puma, Plow, playing some more Farming Simulator 25. We are back on Judith Plains, Montana. Let's get to it. All right, we are back on Judith Plains, Montana. We have our $1.7 million. What's the status of that? Oh, the field's ready to mow too. Oh boy, here we go. $1.6 million, guys. The field is officially ours. The field is ours. That's a good feeling, right? It's a good feeling. You betcha. Scully, welcome in. What's going on? Where's Trent? Trent is probably in the middle of a farm field. IRL currently. Jacob, I believe he had some more rotary hoeing to get done today, and I would imagine he probably started earlier this morning to try to not be out there all afternoon, although he was going to be in a tractor with a cab today and air conditioning, so shouldn't be as bad, but still not going to be fun, you know. You're glad you were here, Jacob. You were here. Oh man, so there is a baling contract on field 30 that's 67% of the way done. This tractor actually has course play for that field. So when I came in today, this tractor was sitting at the homestead, refilling the net wrap, or not net wrap, the twine. So when I get this done, I guess I'll send this over, that way to try to finish the, field. Is the neighbor having a party today? They're parking in front of my house, Chad. I should probably go yell at them, right? Excuse me. Mr. Petty says I can't park in front of his house. Therefore, you guys can't park in front of my house. I should go yell at. I should go. Get off my lawn. I should install like a loudspeaker outside. I could just talk through it from the garage here. I wish I had the lawnmower in town. I wish it was grass mowing day today. Because there's nothing better than when he's having a pool party to mow your grass, you know? Get off my curb! Sir, that's a public street. I know, but ask him. He'll tell you. We own our curbs in front of our houses, you know? Ask Mr. Petty. He'll tell you. Looks like there's people walking his direction with like cool stuff. Or if it's a birthday party for somebody. It's probably a birthday party for his granddaughter, if I had to guess. Oh man. Well, I think that's going to be a course play job, to be honest. And we'll look at that in a minute because we might be able to. We're not going to be able to afford something right now, but we also need to sell the beans. So. It actually is grass mowing day. Big Al, welcome in. What's going on? How are you? Yeah, Big Al, I get to mow tomorrow. This person's blocking my driveway now. Tomcat, what's going on? Your hobby horse angry silo. Well, I have an idea for it. Let's leave it at that. Oh, yeah. Blast some polka music from Weird Al. That's a great idea, actually. It's soybeans. We can sell the soybeans that we have. Big Al, I can see the trees dancing a little bit out there, so a little bit of wind here too, I guess. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. We have to do a full mow day here tomorrow. So the farm, town, I know we're in July, but that's still a pretty good price on the means. I mean, we need the money, so that's still a good price on the means. June or July, the chart doesn't really you can't really listen to the chart. So yeah. Wait, Scoot. Yeah, I bought a couple tractors at a combine, Scoot. That's what I bought. I don't know if Scoot believes in me, but yeah, that's what I bought. I bought some tractors and a combine. What do you think I was going to buy? A field? Why would I do such a thing? June or July, it's interchangeable, Jacob. Honestly, price is only different by a couple bucks. Most of the time when you're in June, it says that July is going to be higher, so it's whatever. It's whatever. Tractors in the combine. Let's see the map. No, we own the field, guys. I bought the field. Scoot, did you finish my harvest contract that I had running last night? Because I really wanted to get that done. But I looked up and it was 3:30 in the morning, and I was like, I should probably go to bed. So, yeah, I should probably hit this New Zealand, which is what I did. So I wanted to finish that contract. I just could not stay awake. So it happens. Definitely happens. Oh yeah. Extras in the bin. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. The Jeep. So I did field, or I started on field 79. And I didn't think about it. I just put the GPS to default, whatever. It brings you down and it squiggles you, and it was awful. Absolutely awful. But that's okay. Got the job done, or Scoot got the job done, I guess. I didn't finish it. It got to be way too late last night. But that's okay. So far, I see there's 2 cars for the neighbor's little party. One of them's parked directly next to my driveway, and one of them's parked across the street from my driveway. I think they were told where to park, which wouldn't surprise me with Mr. Wonderful next door. Harry, what's going on? How are you? How's that auto drive course? It looked interesting. Yeah, Scoot, I'm actually going to send this tractor back over there. Well, I'm going to drive to the homestead so I can get the next step for this field, but I will be sending this guy back to the baling contract eventually. So, yeah. I will send it back over there. Oh, you're firing it up now? Nice, Harry. Nice. Well, let me know what you think of it, because might have to. Well, let's see. I did notice it had all the fields bordered, and I do like that idea, because having fields bordered is the only way to go on auto drive as far as I'm concerned. Especially if you're going to use like auger wagons or tippers, like unloading on the go kind of stuff. Oh, now that lady's walking in my yard. Get off my lawn! If I yell loud enough, she could hear me. Just saying. Oh, man. I should go have a word with them tomorrow. Oh, it doesn't have the farms? It's not a huge deal. It wouldn't be that big of a deal to add. Because really, like in our homestead that we have, I have a diesel point, I have a repair. We have a parking point, which is basically the same as the repair. And then there's the silo, the dryer. Sorry, the grain bin, the dryer, and the silo. So, I mean, it wouldn't take too much work to add the farms as you go. And then just make a folder for each farm. So, yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. Either way, you're going to have to customize. I mean, no matter what, even like if when the auto drive guy puts his out, there still will be customization to do. Because he doesn't do for auger wagons at the field. So yeah, it's a whole thing. But it's a good starting point, and you know, I appreciate the people that are putting in the time to make these configs for auto drive and put them out for everybody to use. You know, it's awesome that people are doing that. Just saying, because I know the time that it goes into that kind of stuff. And it's a lot. It is a whole lot. God, look at that field, chat. 66.33 acres. It's ours. It's ours, chat. Let's go. Need to make 3.8 million for the next step on your farm. Dang. That's a healthy amount of money, huh? That is healthy. All right. We did just buy Field 6 at the start of stream. Yep. We only needed like 200,000 last night, or 300,000 at the end of stream. And so we there were some contracts done overnight / this morning. So yeah. Train for the beans. Yes. Old man, we're doing well. Hope you guys are doing all right. What's poppin'? Jeff, what's going on? Welcome in as well. All right, so I'm going to send this guy back. Now there's 2 people standing out there. It looks like they're having an argument. So that's fun. We're going to send that guy back to 30. Hopefully he can finish that contract. Hopefully. We'll see about that, but hopefully he can. Chef, what's going on? How are you? All right, so let's put some stuff away real quick. Although we're going to need this stuff, so maybe we just... So here's the dilemma. Do we... How much horsepower do we need? I don't think we have enough horsepower, y'all. I would like to get this set up here for mowing 250 plus 95. We'll call that 350. So we need 350 horsepower to run that mowing setup. And we definitely don't have that right now. At least not in the right configuration, so. Dang. Then need to buy the BGA. That's crazy, Big Merc. That is crazy. Open that up. We need to get fertilizer down to alpha or clover. Sorry, clover. Gotta get that. Oh, they're standing in my yard now, having an argument, or at least a stern discussion. You know. Not sure exactly what's going on outside, but something is For sure. All right, so if we send this down to 2, send that to 2, and then we'll take this guy. And we'll go ahead and grab our fertilizer tender. Might have to get the blue farm. Nice. Hosting the pool party? No. I want nothing to do with their pool party. The only thing I want to have to do with their pool party is to cut my grass while they're having a pool party. I've done it once before. It was pretty awesome, actually. Oh, man. Just saying. I think you should start with just 61. But you have to use all the smallest equipment. You have to use the Massey Ferguson combine, Jacob. I mean, it's red. Should be okay with it. Just saying. At least I didn't say a John Deere. We know how that will go. Just throwing it out there. I mean, Matt did just take almost his entire stream to harvest that field, and he had a decent, like a big combine. So yeah, had a big combine. Only veggies and the smallest equipment. Oh goodness, that would be terrible as well. I just totally cut that guy off. Same. I don't feel bad about it. Not at all. Rats. So we'll haul some bales in. We're gonna have it's a little over 2 trips or so. Probably crashed the game, right? Probably. Get these bales hauled in. Did that guy make it back to? So he just got to field 30, and he's going back out to hopefully finish baling that on horseplay. All right. We got this truck the other day. This is the one from the DLC. Oh, the tiny stuff, of course, but yeah. It might. You never know. You never know. Actually, let's concentrate over here and get this field empty and get it fertilizing. So the real dilemma here, chat, today that we have in front of us is, what do we actually do with field 6? It's in clover, which is what these fields are. So do we mow it this year because it's already planted, it's already fertilized? I could plant soybeans, but I don't want to do another late season harvest. So I'm not going to plant any more late season. Not going to do that, right? I'm thinking we just have to mow it this year. I'm not planting cotton. I don't have any equipment for that. That cotton harvesters are very spendy, so. Double trailer loading bales, interesting. You should be able to run, well, you could run one of these heads and pick it up, or you could run that head and mow it, like the regular corn heads. No, you could run the all crop. Yeah, there's options you can do with that. So you could mow it and like rake it up, and then you could run it with the pickup head thing. right, let's, I'm just gonna unload these bales real quick. Trying to get the fertilizing done over here real quick. So if we drive up and we hit, well, no brakes, hello. There we go. We'll load those back up in a minute. Take them to the homestead. I'm actually kind of curious because I bet you if I throw a couple extra bales on the first trailer and then throw a couple extra bales on the second trailer, I don't have to make a third trip. I think is how it would go. So I know that I have a whole stack of bales there. A whole trailer of bales, I should say. So we'll, for science, you know. For science. But while we're doing this too, we'll grab that and get him going. Get some fertilizer on it. So yeah, I'm thinking with 6, we mow it this year, so we're probably going to get 2 cuttings off of it. Which is going to be a ton. A ton of clover. So I'm not... with only having 1 fermenting silo. Now we could head some of it and pick it up as dry clover, or clover hay, I guess. Whatever they actually call it on this map, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. You have a rise 3060 and a Ryzen 5, and you can only get 45 frames. 2 down settings. You've got something wrong, probably. I don't know what setting you got wrong, but you got something wrong. Yeah. You got your frame gen on? You can turn that on. Plenty of RAM. Open your task manager up. What's maxing out? I'm assuming something's maxing out in your task manager. I mean, it could just be as simple as like 1 core could be maxing out. Because I've had that problem in the past, I'll be honest. I have had that issue. Took you a 1.5 years to ferment 300 bales. Wow. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, you got something. You got something going on, yes. Okay, so that leaves 3 bales, yeah, for the next load. There we go. So now we don't have to make 3 trips. You think they recommend a Ryzen 7? Possibly. I know, yeah, you got something probably going on there. Who mowed this? They missed a bale's worth. That would be a hired worker. Actually, it was course play. That's why the corners are like they are. It was course play. Yeah, I set up course play. I didn't realize for some reason that tractor was actually set up on lands. So he mowed that field with our batwing on lands. Which I thought was very interesting. So yeah. Are you maxing anything out, like in your task manager? Like, I'm talking like where you can open up and see like each core. Or are are your drivers up to date? Is your farm sim up to date? You've played more farm sim more than like 15-20 minutes, right? Let the shader cache load in. You gotta let the shader cache load up. Oh, you're not near it right now. Huh. Drivers and farm sim are up to date. Okay. I mean, farm sim traditionally has not been like a super high FPS game in general. Plus, I don't know, you know, how much stuff you have going on your save. Do you have, you know, 300 bales laying on the ground? Do you have like a ton? The more equipment you get, the worse it runs. So there's that. The more stuff you have going on. If you have, you know, little bits of straw and grass laying everywhere, that doesn't help. Lots of little things like that can work against you in farm sim. But yeah, farm sim's not a super high FPS game in general. Like I said, you can try to turn your frame gen stuff on, see if that agrees with you, or see if you like that. Then should like double your frames, roughly. You gotta open up the other thing. I don't know offhand what it's called, Big Mert, but I know there's a way. You gotta like open another window through Task Manager. All right, come on, Bessie. There we go. One load of bales in. Let's go get another one. We're gonna be doing this a lot. This same trip right here. Well, not the same trip, but instead of turning here, we're gonna go straight and then turn past where we load the train, and that's how we get to 6. So you betcha. Resource monitor, that's the one. There you go. James, what's going on? How are you? I was saying I did it in Windows 10 the other day, but I don't remember in Windows 11 how to do it. So it's a whole thing. So yeah. Yo, Rancher, what's going on, man? How'd you make it through the derecho last night? I was watching Ryan Hall last night for a while last night, covering the derecho, and there was a huge tornado on the ground when I started watching him last night. It was a big old spooky one, you know, because it was nighttime, so you can only see it when the lightning would strike. There were some great screen grabs, images coming out of last night. I mean, great, but like terrible too. Oh yeah, it was a good size tornado for sure. All right. Oh, I turned it on already. Apparently it didn't like to be turned on. Let's go again. Right. Good. Hour northeast, okay. You linked an auto drive config that you found in Discord. Okay, well, Harry said the one he found, it's not in English. So that's kind of awkward. I mean, maybe it's time to learn another language. Why not use Farm Sim to learn a language, right? And left click, nice. Yeah, Rancher, I know they confirmed a fatality really fast last night. I'd heard. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, weather's cool to watch and stuff, but man, You don't want to see that. I never want to see that, you know? Like, tornadoes can be absolutely beautiful, but like the worst at the same time, you know? Just saying. Doesn't have roots around fields. I got you. The one that Scully posted back when like right after his map came out, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's the only downside is it doesn't have the field boundaries. But otherwise it's pretty good. That's the one I'm on still. I mean, I've edited it since then, but I guess I could post my config if you guys want it. I mean, I haven't added that much, but I'll probably add some stuff for Field 6 today. So I don't know if you guys would be interested or not. Not saying it's like, you know, the bee's knees or anything, but it's functional. Although again, I didn't make most of it, so maybe I shouldn't repost it if I didn't make it. But yeah. Probably you shouldn't post it. There we go. So we get 2 trailers plus 6 bales. It's actually not bad. And you know what? We might just want to hang out for a brief second down here, and then we'll be done. So yeah. And then we can just send everybody back home. On get. I gotta buy that fertilizer trailer today, by the way, chat. We've been using either that or we gotta buy the tow behind fertilizer today. The backpack guy is fine. He just doesn't have capacity. So we do have that tipper, which I really like. It might just be an essential mod at this point. You put your fertilizer backpack on there's a hitch on the back of this thing, which is pretty sweet. So, I mean, it holds 8,500. So, I mean, it's not the biggest capacity thing ever, but 8,500 extra fertilizer is 8,500 extra fertilizer. The other option that we would have is to go to spreaders, not sprayers, and just buy the big one. That holds 10. So, or actually, we don't have. Well, we do have the horsepower. Actually, that'll be our upgrade. You betcha. So yeah. Yeah, trailer's awesome. I really like that trailer. Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice rig. I wouldn't mind getting that sulfured either. To be completely honest. Okay, so this guy just got to go. Done. And then we'll send this, and then we'll be done down here, and we don't have to worry about these fields again. So that'll be awesome. Or at least for now, don't have to worry about it. At least for now. By the way, we did get the corn all planted last night. I didn't do it, but the corn got all planted last night. It's all double fertilized. It was all rotary hoed as well. So there shouldn't be any weeds. So life should be good over in the cornfields. Out here in the fields, you know, yeah. Fight for our meals or something, isn't that the song? I think it is, yeah. Something like that. Something. It is, it feels like 104 outside right now, by the way. And Big Al, you're right about the winds. It's 14 mile per hour winds out. So at least, you know, the hot air really going to get you. So that's good. That is good. That is one way to double fertilize. Yeah, there's multiple ways to double fertilize. That is one of them, yes. Yeah, so the fertilizer states you have a light blue and a darker blue. If you're only at light blue, you're not going to get like anything of a harvest. You're 50% fertilized. You got to get to the dark color, which is 100% fertilized. And that is definitely going to affect your yield by a lot. Yes. Like 50% of your yield. So you definitely need to get to that second fertilizer state. What we've kind of been doing is we actually have been fertilizing directly after a harvest, because the planters that we have right now aren't no-till, so we have to work our dirt. So if you fertilize directly after harvest, then you work your dirt, then when you plant, you're doing your second fertilizer. So we don't have to come back after the fact. Like, we don't have to wait for it to grow. So, yeah. I got you, Tomcat. Interesting. Precision is different. Yes, you only have to fertilize once on precision. You fertilize with your auto on precision, and you're good to go. Yeah. Yeah, precision. Well, and the other thing with precision is you want to fertilize either while you're planting or after it's planted, because your fertilizer is dependent on the soil and what's planted on precision. So yeah, it is definitely different. Some people are still using it, Jacob. So yeah. No problem. That's what we're here for. I really do want to, like, I want to be using precision, but until they fix it, it's not going to happen for me. Not going to happen. That's okay. And for the record, yeah, when you get this truck loaded, it does not like to turn. I don't know if it's, I think it's probably a this trailer issue, if I had to guess. Hey, I don't know. We need to put this trailer on the other truck, or put the other trailer on this truck, and just see what it does. But yeah, when it's full, it does not like to turn. I have no idea, Jacob. Well, contracts are pretty messed up on precision, and stuff to do with lime is kind of messed up. You know, they put in those settings for the realistic spread pattern. You can turn that off, and the speed thing, but on a server you can't actually, like, you can change those settings, but it doesn't actually change anything on a server. You have to put the game into single player, fix the settings, and then go back to server, which is annoying. And then, like, if you're planting and something is, say you plant end rows, or you plant a couple laps around your field, and then when you plant the back and forth in your field, if you don't turn your planter off, it still uses fertilizer. It doesn't over apply. The fertilizer just disappears. And same thing with lime and all the other stuff. So that's not the way precision was in 22, and they need to make it like 22, because precision in 22 was awesome. Just saying. Apparently your GP is better than a 3060. Well, the 3060, that's kind of a, like, of the 30 series Tomcat, that's kind of, you're talking lower end. You know, what did they make a 3050? I don't actually know, but yeah, you're talking lower end. I need to come in here a different way or something. This is, I can't turn. But yeah. right, maybe this truck needs more diesel. That'll help it. That'll definitely help it, right? Or something like that. Something along those lines. Yeah, it wastes fertilizer, but it doesn't overspray. Exactly. So it's like, where is it going? You know what I mean? It's very annoying. The trailer's not in the mod hub now. It's from an itch.io page. 2 more loads of beans. 2 more loads of beans. Wow. Wow. Automod has such a filthy mind. Can we just all agree? Automod is terrible. Oh, God. Automod just held big merch comments, so. Yeah. Oh, boy. Why am I taking this when we have pickup trucks that are so much faster? I don't know why I'm taking this. Yeah, and it shouldn't. Precision should fix that, right? Because precision's all about, like, turning things off. And yeah. But it does do that in base game too, and I don't think it's right either, honestly. Just saying. I don't think it's right. But yeah. Unused RAM is wasted right now. I don't know. I mean, I have more RAM than I need in my PCs, but that doesn't mean I won't ever need it. Right? I have more than I need right now. Yeah. It ain't all right any way you cut it, right? That's how I feel about it. All right, we're going to send our truck down to Field 1 to give me a ride back home here in a minute. And we're going to look at this really fast. Okay, yeah, we need December for the barley. The barley! And we don't have any dry corn right now, so... We shouldn't have any dry corn. No, we don't. Well, we have 3,200 liters. That's fine. It's all good. So, we are going to wait for the train to show up. And then we're going to sell the barley. Here in a minute. You betcha. Having 95% utilize this isn't a problem. Fair play. There is a soccer ball stuck in the trio. There sure is. You betcha. Ready for 128 gigs? Why not? I'm running 64 in both of my computers right now. 32 on the server PC. And actually, I looked the other day. This farm sim server, it's using like 8 gigs of RAM right now or something. Which I thought was kind of a lot. That's the most I've seen anyway on a farm sim server so far. But, you know, 4X map, it makes sense. So, yeah. Not a big deal, yo. There's no thing in here. It's not spinning. Train come back. The train's rented, but it's not stopping. It is stopping. Okay. It's just taking its sweet old time. All right. That's fine. It's all good. Come on. Yeah, Big Mert, my opinion, and of course everybody's allowed to have their own opinion here, but I would say that 16 gigs is not really enough anymore. When games can use like, you know, half of that, 16 is not almost enough anymore. And Windows, of course, uses more than it should. And, you know, if you have a Chrome tab or two on a second monitor, you're maxed out, right? So, but again, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and all opinions are valid. Just for me, I would go more. If you could, yeah. Run a Rust server, play Rust. Tom gets trying to smoke his PC. Yeah, exactly, Big Mert. Exactly. Did I say sell barley? I meant to say sell soybeans. I meant to say beans. Just the beans. Yeah. Wouldn't buy a new computer 16. Exactly, yeah. Precisely. Alright. So I think there should be one more load of beans. Not quite a full load, and we'll be done hauling the beans. So that's good. Let's go for a tour. Let's go for a ride. Well, yeah, if you're just watching Netflix, yeah, you definitely don't need 64 gigs of RAM. Definitely not. No. No, people get a little crazy with that stuff, sure. You betcha. But for all this stuff, like, you know, yeah, I don't ever want to run out of RAM. Let's put it that way. I'm not going to run out of RAM, so. Yeah. Why am I driving back here? Because I can. It's the only reason, chat. That hill is kind of steep, isn't it? Dang, that looks like something I'd build in Railroads Online. Although, in fairness, we're you know, the train runs forward, so it runs downhill, so it's okay to be a little steeper, right? It's quite a commute with the train too. Actually, you can go. It's pretty far, and it's actually kind of cool. I knew this, but I didn't pay attention to this. The train literally takes a lap around 82, and then goes back out down. It's kind of neat, actually. Just saying, that train needs to go. That would break a windshield. Ka-chow. Oh, man. But, yeah. And then the other thing is people think just because they have, you know, 4 RAM slots on their board, they have to fill them up. No, you don't have to. Definitely do not have to. But that's how some people see it. But that's okay, because, you know, the RAM companies have to make money too. And if that means they have to sell more RAM to people that don't understand things, then that's okay. It's fine. Keeps the dust out of the slants. That's true, Big Al. You could probably buy, I'm pretty sure this is a thing, like dummy RAM sticks. So they don't actually do like any computing, but they have like LEDs on them. I'm pretty sure you can buy those. So they'll light up with your other RAM, but they don't actually do anything. At least it wouldn't surprise me if that's a thing. Dummy RAM. Yeah. That's what we're gonna go with. Dummy RAM. The LEDs add 5 more frames. True. Hey, I had LED RAM once. I actually did, yeah. The first two PCs that I built, that I like custom built, they had LED RAM. But I believe at the time when I was buying the RAM, the LED RAM was like $10 cheaper. So that was why I went with LED RAM. So the funny thing is that motherboard and actually that LED RAM is what First Time's computer is. So the theme at one time that I had was one PC was kind of like, it had red lights in it, one PC had blue lights. So his PC has all that RAM, which is only 32 gigs. But it looks like, you know, it looks like police are in pursuit when he's doing stuff on his computer. Because it's red and green, or red and blue. So you can get 2 sticks for 15 bucks full RGB. That doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, I'm a fan of RGB as much as the next guy, but I can't even see my computers from where I'm sitting. So I'm not going to spend a single penny on RGB for my computers. Just saying. If I can't see them from where I'm sitting, I don't see the point in it. Personally, but I mean, I'm here for flashy lights just as much as the next guy. Oh, the train's so good, Big Al. Just don't go in like the first person when you're in the train. Other than that, train's great. Yeah. Frame gen on. And you're on this map, like Judith Plains, Montana? And you've been on here for like more than 20, 30 minutes? You gotta let your shader cache load in. Yeah. About the same situation. Okay. That's really weird because, yeah, normally when you first start up a map or start your farm sim, like after updates or whatever, fresh install, it's going to be incredibly laggy for a little while. But it should build out your shader cache and you should be okay after a little while. Yeah, you can do that too, or just, yeah, drive. You're on that. So if you're on this map, this is a 4X map. It is going to run hard because it's a big map. To build your shader cache on this 4X map probably is going to take a while. And like Harry said, flying around in construction mode will load that shader cache a lot faster. That's a good idea. Or just drive around the map. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say, how many mods do you have installed? It could be a mod conflict. Yeah, there's so many things it could be, and you're not a bother, for the record. Not a bother at all. But yeah, there's a lot of things that it could be. Okay, so for mowing field 6, by the way, hello Sean. We need 250, 350, say at least 350 horsepower with a front PTO. As that's the mowing setup I would like to have. 350 with a front PTO. So what are we buying, chat? I feel like we're gonna end up having to... Wait, hang on. Hold on. I don't think... 585? I don't think that's right. We can't get that with a front PTO. Dang it, because that would be sick. Wouldn't it? Oh my goodness. That would be awesome for mowing. Oh, that would be so good. Dang it. We just sold our soybeans. We just sold our beans. Yeah, because none of these tractors are going to have the horsepower that we need. Okay. All right, we're looking at buying our first, like, modern tractor, aren't we? Honestly. What about the, that's got 400. Can we get that with a, can't get that with a front PTO either, huh? That would be sick. I would do that. But that doesn't work. So we're seriously looking at, like, a 7 or an 8R probably, aren't we? It's a modded 7R. It's 388 horsepower, so that's not much extra. Not much extra at all. So we're probably looking at a... Oh, man. Like an 8R or a Fent? Chat thoughts? We get that with a... Man, that would be cool with the front. I don't know why. I'm all about the front 3-point. We need the front 3-point for mowing. Chat thoughts? We don't have the money to afford that. Never mind. We can't buy one of these tractors. We're too poor. Never mind. That kind of sucks. Yeah, I don't think we can buy the Fent. No, definitely can't buy the... Yeah. Oh, boy. Do you actually see the speed difference? I mean, there's probably computer snobs that would say yes, but the thing you have to do is make sure you turn it on in your BIOS. So... The smaller versatile can do the mowers on flat ground. That's way short on horsepower. I don't actually know how flat that field is either. Maybe that's the first thing I need to look at, huh? I haven't actually looked in the, or actually been out to this field. Okay, so we do have some slopage to deal with. So we're going to want to go big. So we might just not be able to do what I want to do right now. Maybe, just maybe, instead of doing that right now, what if we take a lease? What if we just lease a big M for right now? Right? And just run that. Voltro? Yeah. I'm thinking we just do this right now. For this mowing. That's not going to be too bad. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I like that idea. Because we have more money. It's just tied up in the grain bin right now. So. Betcha. Tied up in the bin. Run the 2 fields on the red farm. Nice. What's on sale? Nothing good. Nothing good. Is that guy still... Okay, he is actively bailing. Allegedly. So that's 69% done over there. Allegedly. So the good thing about the big M is, and the same thing was going to be true with those other moors, we don't need to merge or rake. We can just go straight baler to pick up bales. So that won't be as bad. Won't be as bad. And then what I'm thinking is if we get it all cut today in game. Okay, we get it all cut. We fill our fermenting silo. Then we can creep ahead on fast time a little bit. And keep filling our fermenting silo as it's fermenting. Now, we will need to have our semi-truck running silage out. But I think we'll be okay just to pick it all, like, just to bale it all as is. We just have to kind of keep time going. We got to mow it all first. And that way it'll be all synced up. Plugger, what's going on? How are you? But that's what I'm kind of thinking. If we mow it all, and then we should be fine. Now we can make extra bales and have extra bales sitting around, but we do have to kind of be cautious about how many bales we have sitting around too. But not trying to crash the server today. So maybe tomorrow, but not today. Or something like that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Where did that come from? Somebody was doing baling contracts. I'm assuming. But yeah. Alright, so off to field. We don't need that, never mind. On to field 6. You're gonna be mowing our new field for the first time. Sorry, lady. Didn't mean to run you over. It just kind of happened. Wait, is this a 24-volt system? Interesting. All right. Oh, the wrapping contract. Okay, I got you, Scoot. It's all good. It's all good. Brent, what's going on? Welcome in. How are you? All right, so chat, I actually kind of want to set up course play. Just to see how long it says it's going to take to mow field 6. I don't think I'll actually run it on course play, but I'm curious. Very, very curious. Or we just mow it and then figure it out later. That works too. We'll just be British for a minute over here. It's fine. This would have been a good thing to take the Ford and the gooseneck to grab. Grab it with the Ford. That's okay. Trent, how's your air conditioned cab today, by the way? Probably a lot better than the non-air conditioned cab on the old 4020. That's all right. Boy, Field 6 is going to be a chunker. Can't wait. I'm not convinced that guy's making progress, by the way, in 30. Not convinced. It's at 69%. He's moving. I just don't know if he's actually bailing. I mean, we're going to need the baler, so we might just have to go reclaim the baler and cancel that contract. I was hoping by the time we sold beans and kind of messed around a little bit that, you know, it would be done, but not so much. Although I guess it was at like 40% earlier, but something's going on over there. That or we buy a second baler. We've been talking about that anyway. For, you know, a whole $12,000. You know, having a second baler wouldn't be a bad thing sometimes. But yeah. Just saying. Oh. So we just need to like either go over there and run it manually or cancel that. Is what you're basically saying there, Skew. I just saw he had courseplay and I was like, all right, I guess it's got it to work. All right, noted. Must have done a bailing contract there too, huh? Interest. Oh, that is the field. Never mind. Field 30 is that field. Okay. All right. Let's go. So what are we mowing here again? This is 10 meters. So yeah, so this is 12.3. I definitely want to get to that eventually. Although that's 15 miles an hour and this one's only 13, but I was supposed to turn. My bad. My bad. I got you, Scoot. It's all good, man. It's all good. I just can't wait to see how long this is going to take, chat. I'm very curious right now. Oh, man. Very, very curious. Alright. We've changed it so it should swath it up. Yeah, betcha. Snowflakes. We bought Field 6 earlier today, yep. Alright. You have snowflakes falling in August. Is it just like one occasionally here and there? Because that might not be a snowflake. It might be like dust. That map does have like dust falling a lot on it. All right, Chad, I'm just curious. We don't actually need to run courseplay, but I want to know what it's gonna, how long it's gonna take. I'm curious. Yes, I can finally spend money, and this big M is not ours. This is leased, by the way. Very occasional. It's probably dust more than anything, then. If I had to guess. Not sure where Buddy's going right now, but okay. Big Mert, you gotta quit saying that one thing, brother. Oh. Hour and a half, chat. Big Mert, if you know exactly what RAM, what motherboard, go to PC Part Picker. It'll tell you if it's going to work or not. Put it into PC Part Picker. Even if it's older parts, you can still use PC Part Picker. Could it be pollen? It could be. Yeah, that map has a lot of that. It doesn't like the RAM. It doesn't like when you say RAM. So, Automod's a little sensitive when it comes to that. But yeah. Go. So an hour and a half to mow at the big M. That's actually not bad, chat. I don't think that's bad. Well, okay, so maybe if it's when you say ram and in at the same time. Yeah, that's where it doesn't make sense. You're gonna put RAM in a computer, it doesn't like it doesn't like, yeah. Yama Rider, exactly. As I've said before, and I'll say again, Automod has the filthiest mind ever. But it's kind of set that way, so it's okay. Well, I can already tell you that this corner of the field is going to suck for courseplay. Or anything that has to back up in here on hired worker. That ain't going to work. That is not going to work with that fence right there. Map object hider, hello. Side the fence. Oh boy. Oh my god, look how far it is across this field. So how's the weather? Hope y'all are doing well. Gotta drive for an hour across this field. Although really it's an hour and a half. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. This is gonna... Oh, before we start baling here, we need to reset the counter in the baler. Alt X to reset the counter on the baler before we start here. 72,000 to bale or to sunflower harvest. Nice. That's true, Plugger. You probably have some fields you can't see the end of, right?
Jacob 2348 cheered Dex 100.
I can see that.
Remember, the worst place for diarrhea medicine in the store is the bottom shelf. Until we meet again.
Okay. That's interesting. Thanks for the bits. Appreciate them. The acre is 66.33. So it's pretty big. It's like the second biggest field on this map, I believe. I think that's what it is. Something like that. Well, I don't want to... Let me stop. Field 61 is 135. We're 66.33, although that one's 60, 68, 58. None of those up there are big. So yeah, it's like the third biggest field on the map. It's huge. Let's put it that way. All right, it's huge. So yeah, you betcha. 178 bales. Oh, I bet we get more than that. I don't know. Hopefully the bale counter will get reset on the baler before we get over here. Hopefully. That was a little scary there. A little sketchy. So yeah, this is going to be an awesome cornfield someday. And y'all probably think I'm joking too. I'm not. This is going to be a great cornfield someday. Like someday very soon, as in like next in-game year. Can you imagine all this corn is dry corn? Oh my goodness. Fill the train. I mean, probably not actually, but you know. Yeah. We need more hauling and combining capabilities, honestly. But we're going to get some good money off this field, off this clover. We're probably going to have to mow this again today. And then I think we'll switch this field out of clover. Sugarcane field? No. Not this field. Like field 1 or 2. Probably field 2. I don't know. We were talking about sugarcane yesterday. Scoot wants to do something here. I don't mind it, but not this big of a field. Not this big of a field. That part I do mind. Just saying. Way the GPS around this field does not like any turns. Which is fine. Rice. I don't have that mod. Beets. Oh, man. If you had the right mods, sugar beets out here would not be bad. Or sugar beets, carrots, whatever. Just have to have the right mods. And a ton of hauling capability. I don't know. I mean, you could fill the train, I guess, till it's full. The building's right here, so that wouldn't really be a big deal. Just saying. Would not be bad. That's okay. All right, there's our first lap. Let's go. Let's go. I'm sure we'll plant sunflowers out here. I don't really plant sunflowers much. Yeah, it would be quite a field, wouldn't it? Might actually get like 4 liters of sunflowers. They have such a low yield. I don't know. Our baler's still tied up over yonder. Just know that 2 trips plus 6 bales is like 600 or 500 and something thousand liters, so the thing only holds 1 million. Big ol' hayfield, pretty much. Pretty much. No, I just think, I mean, there's good money in what we're, like, the clover, if we were to leave it in clover. But the whole having to mow it like 3 times a year, it just kind of gets to be annoying in my opinion. So I'm not too much about that life. Like, I don't mind having some clover or whatever for like animals eventually, but this is why, you know, it's typically why I don't grow or don't sell silage, because it's annoying. Or it's not annoying to make, but it can get annoying, I should say. So yeah, it's the whole thing. Peas on this field? No. Definitely not. Your field 60 wants in clover? Oh, cultivate it. How much is that worth? It should be worth some good money to cultivate that field. Heck yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to be a little more proactive about that too, the cultivating contracts. trying to get rid of all the clover. Although really I don't care too much, but to play the game where you buy the field that's like planted in a crop that you want, you know? And because there's going to come a point where I just don't want to mow any clover. Kind of, we're getting there. 148,000, almost 149. Wow. Yeah, set it and forget it. Just saying. Thanks for the follow. All right. Not sure why there's not an alert on that, but that's all right. But yeah, no, that's yeah, that's some good cash right there, man. That is some good cash. Speaking of cash, we're about to be able to collect that baling contract on 30. So that's good. Kind of glad I went with this, because to get that other setup, which I could have bought the mowers, but had to lease the tractor, so we just don't have enough horsepower right now. I mean, the only thing that we have that would almost do it would be our 8,000 deer, but it wouldn't have enough power to run those mowers. We're seriously looking at an 8R probably to run those mowers, or something around that power wise. So we'll have to get that eventually. Although if we're only going to mow this field, say twice before we change it to a row crop, do we really need to invest in those mowers, or do we just take the L on this and lease it both times and kind of move on, you know? I mean, the mowers would be nice to have for the other fields too, so yeah, I don't know. Our Batwing's good, but there's faster things out there to mow with. That's for sure. For sure. Or do we at least 2 of these? Oh, man. It's a whole thing. You betcha. So we got a corn harvest, so upgrade the mowers, yeah. Does Massey have the power, though? I don't mind the Massey tractors in this game. They're pretty good usually. They are pretty good. It's your 5 cents. All right. All right, that's lap number 2. That's all the laps we're doing. My GPS is set for 2, so well, I think that's all I'm legally allowed to do. According to HIPAA laws, I can only go around the field twice. Yeah, I said HIPAA laws. I said it. Obviously making a joke, okay? Obviously, it's not a funny joke, but it's a joke. Because HIPAA laws don't apply to this. Oh, man. All right, I think I'm gonna mow off the like the awkward part of the field, and then we'll leave the main chunk to the south. Let's go. Or is it hippo? I guess it could be. All right, field 30 is done. 59 cultivating contract. What is 59 planted in? Oh, 59 was actually not a clover field. Never mind. If it's clover or alfalfa, I'm cultivating it. That's what I've decided. Plus, I don't mind the extra money, you know? But yeah. You got AC and GPS. Now, Trent, don't be spoiled in that tractor today now. Come on now. Next thing you know, he's going to be talking about his, like, you know, massage seat. The tractor he's running is not that new. It definitely does not have a massage seat. As long as the AC is working, that's really what matters on a day like today where it feels like over 100 out there. It's miserable. It's really nice where I'm sitting, though. 71. There's a bit of a chill in the air right now in this room, and I'm not complaining about it. Trust me. The old mini split is fired up and running great, might I add. It is currently drawing 919 watts, though, so it's definitely throttled up a little bit right now, but that's okay. So yeah, fertilizing this field is going to be expensive. Yes. So tractor and half. Well, I mean, if tractor just do everything for you, might as well. Trent doesn't have like the automation and stuff to like raise up, lower, and turn around, all that. I don't know how you stay awake in a tractor when you have all that technology. To be completely honest, I would be asleep. I would definitely be out like a light. But yeah, it's all good. Speaking of fertilizer, so we have two options, chat, for fertilizer. We either spend $200,000 on the Sulfurd, or short-term Band-Aid, we spend $32,000. So oh man, I want the Sulfurd, I'm not gonna lie. Gopher holes, is that what keeps you awake, Big Al? You have AC till the condenser ice is up. Oh, that's right. That's fun, Trent. That is fun. My working with is set to 10 meters, 2 times around the field, auto. 10 meters, 2 times, auto. Hut, hike. Auto. Blue 42. Oh, man. Auto. All right. I do like the rear steer on this thing. It makes it nice for hitting those whips and nays, you know? Last way up. Now, we could use a merger, too, but we don't need to, right? I don't think, anyway. Big fertilizer machines. Are you talking about like a sprayer? It's like $400,000. Yeah. I'm looking at the Sulfurd, honestly.